When you're eating very low carb, body's getting rid of a lot of water. And it's important to replenish your water by drinking a lot of water always. That's healthy. But when you're drinking a lot of water, and because you're not getting all those processed foods and a lot of sodium, you want to be replenishing that sodium, magnesium, potassium, those electrolytes somehow. You can get potassium, magnesium, some sodium from foods. You can salt your foods, but it's really hard to get the amount that you need. Today I'm going to talk about the sodium particularly, because if you make something called Soleil water, which is really easy to make, then it's really easy to add 1,434 milligrams of sodium with just 1 tablespoon. So I like to add it to my water, and it's super easy to get the sodium that I need each day. So Soleil water is basically just water and Himalayan salt or real sea salt. Is what you do is you get a plastic container, make sure it's not metal because salt will corrode the metal. So a plastic container with a lid, it doesn't matter what it looks like or how big, but you put the Himalayan or the real sea salt about 1 inch of the bottom of your container, and then fill up the rest with water. You can see that mine needs to be more because it's not quite 1 inch, because this has been sitting on my counter for about a week and I've been using it little by little. And so you could just keep adding salt as it gets low and then let it sit for 24 hours and it will become pretty clear. You don't really shake it other than the very first time you're making it. You can shake it and then just let it sit for 24 hours. You just use a little bit at a time, and especially if you're new to it, I would only start with maybe 1/4 of a tablespoon because it will really clean you out if you're not used to it. And so get your body used to it. So this makes it a really easy way to get in your sodium. Otherwise, you're just eating a lot of salt shots. You can take salt pills for sure, which have magnesium, sodium, and potassium. Sometimes they have calcium and different things too, but that's still taking a lot of those pills every day to get in the amount that you need, because you actually need quite a bit. So I actually try to get 2 tablespoons of this Soleil water mixed in my water. I make a electrolyte drink that includes potassium, magnesium, and sodium, and a little bit of vitamin C too. Okay, so there's a lot of ways to get electrolytes in. You can get potassium with foods like avocados, spinach. So if you're incorporating those foods, you're probably getting enough potassium. But for sodium, you can also use pickle juice. Pickle juice is a great quick fix for getting in sodium. There's about 900 milligrams of sodium in 3 ounces of pickle juice. It also has a little bit of potassium, but not a lot. So I've used pickle juice a lot when hiking and things like that before I concoctioned up my natural electrolyte drink mix. So that's working great for me now. But pickle juice can be a great quick fix. Also, there's magnesium. Magnesium citrate that is great to take in pill form if you need more magnesium. Also, the amount of milligrams and things today for your sodium, magnesium, potassium, those are particularly for someone who is doing low carb or keto. Those are great amounts to help combat keto flu and help you feeling good and give you more energy and stuff like that when you're doing keto. So just keep that in mind. Always listen to your body. Always talk to your doctor if you have like high blood pressure or something like that. But also getting out the processed foods is going to help your blood pressure a lot too. So always talk to your doctor. Okay, so this is kind of my concoction for my electrolyte drink mix. I just like to mix this because it's cost efficient and it's more bang for my buck. I get a lot of sodium, potassium, magnesium this way. And then I just make up the rest with other things like my foods or a couple other things that I'll show you later. So I just use this is just a 20-ounce water, but you could definitely dilute it with more water if it's too strong for you, but I'm used to it now. So I already added 1 tablespoon of my Soleil water that I showed you yesterday, so that's in there. And then this is just potassium. It's a no salt, sodium free, so it's just potassium, and it's 690 milligrams for 1/4 of a teaspoon. So that's quite a lot of potassium for a small amount. And so I'll just add that. If you're not used to it, you can definitely start with smaller. And then this is just Natural Calm. You've probably heard of this before. It's great for magnesium. You can mix it in water. You can mix it in whatever. Be unflavored, because then I can mix it in other things and then use my flavoring for lemon or lime. That's just what I like. So I did my 1 tablespoon of the Soleil water and then my 4th teaspoon of the no salt just for potassium. And then I'll do 1 teaspoon of the magnesium. And then I actually like to add a little bit of this True Lime.
You can find True Lime and True Lemon at the store, but now the only kind I find is the kind that has a lot of sweeteners in it. Add about a 1/4 teaspoon of that too, or you can just add lemon juice, lime juice, just to get a tiny bit of vitamin C and a little bit of flavor. It gives me a lot of sodium, magnesium, and potassium. So I just stir it up and then drink it, and it's a great mix for getting in your electrolytes in a more natural way.